Hi, in this lesson, we're going to look at how we can access individual characters in strings. Let's dive in. Remember that a string is any sequence of characters that is given between a set of quotation marks. Here is an example of a string. Word is the variable we are saving our string inside, and yay is our string value. Each letter or symbol in our string is called a character, and they are arranged in a specific order to create the text we want. The first Y in the string is the first character, the A is the second character, the second Y is the third character, and the exclamation point is the fourth character. The same way our lists use index values to note the location or order of each list item, our strings assign index values to each individual character. Can you think about what these might be for each character in our string? If you guessed that the first character would have an index value of 0, you're correct. The same way that the first item in our lists have an index value of 0, the first character in our string will have an index value of 0 as well. And we can access these individual characters the same way we do with lists. We know that to create a string, we save the text inside a variable name. To access a character, we use the name of the string variable, and directly next to it in square brackets, we enter the index value of the character we want to access. We could then save this character inside a new variable, or we could print the character to the console by putting this command inside the print function. Let's look back at our string example to see how this works. Here we have our string, yay, saved inside the variable word. What value would the variable letter have if we set it equal to word at 0? The first Y is the character at index 0, so this character would be saved inside the variable letter. What if we wanted to print the character at word 3? We would see the exclamation point, the value at index 3, printed to the console with this function call. What if we set a new variable, character, equal to the value at word at 5? In this case, we would get an index error telling us that our string index is out of range. Anytime we try to call a value that is not included in the string, we will get this error. Now we have seen that our index values count from 0 and increase by 1 for each character in the string. When we learned about index values with lists, we found that there was actually another way to assign index values. Do you remember what this was? Right, negative index values. Each character in the string also has a negative index value counting from the last item in the list to the first. The last item in any list is always assigned to index -1, and the negative index values decrease by 1 as you move from the last item to the first item. So what would letter be set to if we used word at -2? The second Y in the string is found at index -2, so this character would be saved inside the new letter variable. Now, what if we wanted to update our string to say yas instead of yay? When we have a list, we can simply access the item in the list using indexing and then set it to a new value. Will this work with strings? In this case, we would get a type error telling us that the string type does not support item assignment. This is one big difference between lists and strings that you'll learn much more about if you continue learning Python in the future. In lists, we can change one item in the list without any issue. This is called item assignment. Strings don't let us do this. If we want to change anything about the string, we need to save the altered value in a new variable. We'll take a look at how to do this in a few lessons, but for now, just know that we can't change one character in a string because strings don't allow for item assignment. In this lesson, we learned how to use indexing to access characters in a string.